Hello, I was talking to someone online yesterday about granulating watercolours, and it made me want to swatch out mine. This is my current granulating watercolours reference chart, but it's a bit outdated now because I've bought a few colours since then. I thought I'd show you first a little bit of how I use granulating watercolours. So this is what I call playtime, really. I love painting pebbles, and I just think it's a really nice way of seeing how the granulating paints interact with each other and flow into each other. And then I just kind of do a bit of rock art on top of the pebbles once they're dry with Posca pens. So this is a more muted blues and browns one, and here I've got more of a pinks and browns palette. I just find it so therapeutic sitting painting rocks and I just love it. If you paint quickly, the watercolours stay wet and they just flow in really interesting ways into each other. And then then I've got a greeny bluey one. So that's one. That's just a fun exercise, really. Really enjoyable to do. Then I've got some little watercolours that I did. So these are all scenes that I've taken photographs of around my village. So I take the photograph and then I just block it out, really, and rather than letting the colours flow into each other like you often would with watercolour, I just paint the separate blocks. But I love how I've mainly used granulating watercolours for these paintings, so you can see all the texture that we get from using the different blocks of granulating paints. This is Will Coates, an old Cornish tin mine in our village. I don't think you can see it so clearly in this one, but yeah, you can see the different layers of the rock. I kind of brought out by the different granulation patterns. So yeah, that's something I've enjoyed playing with, and I had those printed out, and they sell quite well as just greetings cards. So yeah, that's a couple of the things I enjoy doing with the granulating watercolours. So I've got out all my paints again, and I'm going to, for the rest of the video, swatch out my granulating watercolours. Realised though that I've missed out one of my paints that I wanted to include, which is Forest Blue. So it's going to be out of colour order, but I'm just going to stick it down here. I'm back. The paints aren't totally dry, but I got impatient. They are dry enough though to give you a good enough idea of what the granulation pattern is like. Okay, let's have a good look at them then. We've got Schmincke's Shire Yellow, Schmincke's Shire Olive, and Schmincke's Shire Green. Green Apatite Genuine, which I use loads. I use it all the time. I absolutely love it. Roman Szmal's Aquarius Green, that's a new one. Olive Green Deep by A Gallo, that's quite a new one as well. I haven't played with that much, but it does look a really nice colour. Daniel Smith's Undersea Green, which I really like and use quite a bit. And then Daniel Smith's Soy Sight, which I absolutely love. Granulation's wonderful. It's just a lovely, perfect earthy colour. Okay, then we have Daniel Smith's Cascade Green, which I also use a lot. Schmincke's Shire Blue, Schmincke's Deep Sea Green, Roman Szmal's Ocean Blue. I'm still not sure about this one. I only got it just over a week ago. And it kind of separates out. I need to play with it on a much larger sheet of paper and really get to know it better. Daniel Smith's Sleeping Beauty Turquoise Genuine. I don't think my swatch here is really doing it justice. That's, yeah, it granulates really prettily. Daniel Smith's Verditer, Daniel Smith's French Ultramarine, and Roman Szmal's Lavender. Then we have Daniel Smith's Lunar Blue, Schmincke's Haze Blue. I've used this a few times and I'm not that keen on the yellowy edge to it. I much prefer the next one, which is Schmincke's Haze Indigo. That's really nice. Then Daniel Smith's Sodalite, which I just got in my art haul a week or so ago, which I really like the look of. And then Schmincke's Tundra Violet, which I really enjoy and use quite a bit. And then we've got Schmincke's Forest Blue, all on its own down at the bottom. So that's my greens and blues. And then the second page, we've got Roman Szmal's Shadow Violet, Daniel Smith's Moon Glow. Probably put a bit much pigment on that one actually. It's not showing everything it can do with that swatch. A Gallo's Notturno, very pretty one. Roman Szmal's Misty Morning. Schmincke's Tundra Pink, which I use quite a lot. I really do like that one. Then Rembrandt's Dusk Pink, which I have not done a very good swatch on that. That doesn't really do it justice very well. Okay, Rose of Ultramarine, Mineral Violet, sorry, Rose of Ultramarine Daniel Smith, Roman Szmal's Mineral Violet. These are both the same pigments, PB29 Ultramarine and PB19, and you can see how having different proportions of them switches it up. Okay, then we have environmentally friendly brown iron oxide from Daniel Smith. Lovely Schmincke Galaxy Brown with that tinge of violet in it. Daniel Smith's Indian Red. Schmincke's Galaxy Pink, which is another one of my favourites. Roman Szmal's Potter's Pink. Schmincke Haze Pink. And one of my all-time favourites, Daniel Smith Hematite Violet Genuine. Hematite Violet Genuine. I love the subtle warm background colour, and then the crazy deep granulation pattern to it. And then there's Daniel Smith's Hematite Genuine, which is also a great one. Then on the last row we've got Schmincke's Desert Grey, Daniel Smith's German Greenish Raw Umber. I got that in my very first purchase of watercolours from an eBay lot, and it came out the tube all sludgy and horrible, and I was like, what on earth, that is just disgusting. But yeah, it's just a very useful colour in landscapes and buildings and things. Okay, then we've got Schmincke's Haze Brown, Roman Szmal's Van Dyke Brown. Does some really interesting granulation going on there. Then Roman Szmal's Aquarius Black, which is heavily granulating, as you can see. And then finally Schmincke's Haze Black and Schmincke's Shire Grey, where the granulation is a lot more subtle, but I think they're both really pretty colours. I mean, looking at the colours all together, I can see where I'm drawn, and they're quite landscapey colours. I don't have any reds or oranges. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Thanks ever so much for watching. Bye!